Hello again, everybody. It's Harry Boxer, the technical trader at techtrader.com. It's October the 11th, Wednesday. These are the charts of the day. Another good day on Wall Street, especially in the afternoon when it had a sharp recovery and finished at the highs for the day going away. So that's 3 days in a row and a good rally off the lows. Several stocks are popping, but I want to point out a gold stock that's unusually strong here. Take a look at AngloGold Ashanti, one of my old favorites. Massive island reversal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves down. A huge 6-day reversal. It's taken it from 15 to 19, a little bit above resistance as well. I can see targets at 20.5, 21, and as high as 23 over the next several weeks. But first, maybe a pullback may be necessary and a better setup. BNOX, what a beautiful wedge. First, it exploded 2 weeks ago, pulled back, popped again and pulled back. It's been edging up for 4 days in a row. Today, it looked like it was going to break out. Looking at the intraday chart, you'll see that it got up to a double, triple top and then backed off. But I still like this one. And if it pops this wedge, you can go vertical first to get to test that 6 range and then maybe 8. Could be interesting. EXAI, after a 2-month declining channel, that still go from over 9 to nearly 4. Today it popped big time with 15% pop. Volume picked up. Overhead resistance and my new target is 6 and then 7.25. Sonova, one of the sleeper stocks, and I think in the solar energy group, after a big decline, it still go from nearly 25 down to 8. It's popped for 2 days in a row today, adding another 7%. Volume picked up as well. This is a overhead resistance at 12.5. That's your initial target. Secondary target would be about 14.5. Nutanix, our swing trade keeps working, and today had a beautiful day, breaking out of that 5-6 week consolidation and jumping from 37 to 39, 47, up to 36 after hours at just under 39. 4.9 million traded, the biggest volume on an update in a couple of months. So looking like it wants to tag my 40 and 44 targets that we have as a swing. The other gold stock I wanted to mention is the ETF, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ways, very similar to AU. That too is popped for 6-7 days in a row from 24 to 29.5. There is resistance right there at about 30. We get through that, 34 is your target. Secondary target might be over the next few weeks and months, 41. Plug, well, exploded on 74 million on a contract, I believe, and the stock backed off the declining top sign to finish down from the high, but still up about 5.5% on the day on 70 million shares, 74. If it can pop through here, I'd then be looking for extension runs to 9 and 10. Up next is SOFI. As you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 waves down, and then a pop. For me, closing above the 50 and above the declining top sign, now up 6 days in a row, tells me this has good momo. Near-term targets, 9, 15, 20, and then 10, 10, 20. Tpst, one of the biggest days I've ever seen on a stock, literally went up 4,000% at one point from a low yesterday at the close of 24 cents. Opened 213 and ran all day, reaching 1147 late in the session before backing off, and is now around 7 and change after hours. Still one of the biggest days I've ever seen percentage-wise for stock, up 3,000% even at this price, 4,000 at the high. Pretty amazing move. Now, I don't recommend it necessarily, but when you get momentum like that, you never know, you could get an extension. There's some big news about a PTSD drug that had big results. Tupperware also popped yesterday. We showed it to you, and then today, beautiful, excuse me, beautiful follow through. 16 all the way up to 230, 266, and then 3 are your next targets. And finally, Voxx, with a special breakaway day above the moving averages and declining top sign out of a falling wedge, spiked all the way up to 990 before finishing at 935, up 156 or 20%. Targets now 11 and 13. Let's look at some of the hot stocks at techtrader.com. Bye, everybody.